Yes. Plays the pot.
Top 16 place, but no problem now. He's at number 12.
Cheers, man. Thanks. $50. 20.
So Hawkins determined now he's got in to make the most of it. As you say, he could have laid up to the
31.
Absolutely superb. He made 3 centuries, led 9-6, just couldn't quite close it
39.
out. O'Sullivan made a great clearance in one of those frames. Barry Hawkins.
The cannon with a red to corner, so this isn't certain. Ah, it's nicely played.
45. $53.
Well, still, we'll need another red after the black. Looks like Barry Hawkins has taken it. This is frame ball.
69.
You tend to forget
75.
some of them. Barry Hawkins is
76.
when he's
82.
Event Ryan Day a couple of years ago. Table, the arena. Shaking off a
90.
few early nerves.
$97.
What a start to the Tour Championship. And anyone who's come along today and he's... But Barry Hawkins has made it look very simple.
103. $108. $111. $115. $120. $126.
So the black to start with Barry Hawkins.
Barry Hawkins,
Not to be with the black,
126 on the first
but a
frame.
1-2-6.
One.
win it in one hit. It's such a vital part of the game these days with the start.
4.
He's also a player who doesn't have to hit the cue ball hard at all.
20. Barry Hawkins, 20.
Well, it appears he's...
Well,
No, that's a bonus. Now the hand of apology and the green.
Cheers, man. Thank you. $12.
It's difficult for anyone.
$80.
Eh. No, but he's played that
24.
lovely. That's a beautiful shot. That's the best piece of ball striking.
gone slightly the other way in recent times.
30.
All the way they are. Yeah, nice.
37.
Well. And earlier on when he missed that black, he didn't. Shaun Murphy yet to score a point.
51. 52.
To make another century.
$60. $67.
Yeah, he was dead straight on the black since one. Well, middle of the pocket. What a wonderful shot. That'll make him feel good.
$83.
But what he also is, he's a wonderful snooker player.
88.
Pink and black to start with back-to-back centuries. Shaun Murphy just hasn't had a dream start for him.
101 on the frame.
126 followed by a 101.
One.
That's a terrific pot at any time, but when you basically sat out.
Not this time.
Cheers, mate.
albeit still early doors in the match overall. It's funny, isn't it? So this red is cuttable for Barry.
One.
Surely at some point it's going to get it together, so Hawkins wants to take early command if he can.
You can do about the cue ball, it's going to take its own path. Nope. Nope, he tried to pot it, but
One.
the evidence of just
9.
Lovely shot there. I know he's just moved house literally in the last week, which
25. $32. $39. $45. $53.
to drop on one directly, so he's got to get the cannon just right.
he knows that the red is framed.
$61.
Well, there you not quite a must-win frame. King Centuries, he wants to get involved himself,
69.
and in fact can make one himself here. He's made 53 centuries this season. That's the most he's made in any season on tour. So as I say, the other tournaments as well. Winning the World Championship back in 2005. Position. Carry on to make the century. He's very close to this red. Not to be, but
Shaun Murphy
that break will be very satisfying for Shaun Murphy. Barry Hawkins leading Shaun Murphy 2-1.
Oh, that's a fabulous shot. That's brilliant.
$5.
5 centuries. As he goes into the reds.
Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, good pot.
11.
Yeah, well. But as all the top players are, they're so keen to get rid of the
17.
fact that he's controlled the cue ball to perfection.
31.
Well, he
Barry
missed a
Hawkins.
black to that.
1.
A little surprising he didn't play it, but it will keep. Player of Shaun's in the open.
9.
I think the way Hawkins began with the 2 centuries, he's had chances in the last couple of frames as well, particularly this one. Tried to develop things there with the red still near the pocket. It didn't quite work out.
50.
Off the high blue. They stay on pink for now. But either way,
23.
the same point on the difficult reds.
Shaun Murphy, 35.
Yes, and the first 3 frames, of course, are anything.
Perhaps the fact it doesn't look like he can release the red on the left cushion. He may see value in it. Well, I'm
1.
yeah, just pushing the pink
Shaun Murphy,
semi-safe
1.
because he's got that. It's an area of the game with the safety play in this type of position. See, I think he's got better patience now and just waiting that this red is his. Barry now needs the pink, regardless.
Cheers, Shaun, thank you. 1.
for blue, even better. Let's see. Yeah, shot. Very good.
Earlier for this very scenario.
So. 30.
It's at dead weight. He's going to be ideal on the blue.
$70.
So, on and off the cushion with a cue ball.
22.
It's the front.
Can he knock this in to go to the interval in front? Yes, he can.
Ooh, good effort. Very close. Oh, this requires good cueing. As he left it. Oh, well.
Ball hit the jaws that often at that pace and not fall.
Black available into both pockets. As you can see, plenty of reds in the open. Another chance
7.
Well, Hawkins is capable of beating.
50.
Yeah, he's just so steady. Watch how still he stays on the shot. You see, look how his arm is nice and perpendicular to the cue.
22.
Wonderful setup. Yeah, Crucible. He's had some wonderful matches. Went all the way to the final, of course. Lost to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, I always say that several world champions have to win one. It was just that Ronnie was outstanding.
39.
Yeah, another nicely controlled shot. Look at that. For red, either side of the pack.
$45.
Well, that little shot tells us that red does pot into the 68 points. You'd still need another red from that bunch of 6. They're closely
53.
packed together. So he may elect to just leave himself a nice angle on the black here, nice and low.
61.
Only needs one red out in the open. And he's got it.
$69.
It's not just the fact he's going to take a 4-1.
Yeah, nice breaks of 85 and 72. Well, if he plays this, knocks a few reds into play.
70.
And he has the possibility of another century here. Perfect. His cue ball has been exemplary.
80.
Elite club. Needs just 9 more centuries to make 5. Feather in the cap. Every opportunity here for
86. 92. 100.
Yeah, wonderful century. And I said he has.
107.
Sure. And it was only we got back to that red,
107.
initial red from Shaun. Had it gone in,
114.
he could have done the same. The pink here off the blue, right behind it. Maybe even knock it out.
190.
Little kiss would be nice. Perfect. Good shot.
125.
he missed.
132 in the
Excellent
frame.
stuff
Barry
from
Hawkins.
Barry Hawkins, they say. It's domination to 4-1.
Back. Down behind the yellow. Close to that ball cushion. 4 cushions. 1, 2. Well, it's only going to make 3 cushions. But well, either he didn't think. He's missed it. Now, what's he left? Well, first on this black spot. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, look at the cue ball. If he missed it. The black spot will be covered when the black goes back on its spot. So it looks like it's
9.
of course back in threads around the pink spot and maybe bring the pink into play when it goes back on its spot.
22.
Just the way he's maneuvered the cue ball,
29.
making these breaks. He's looking as good as we've probably ever seen him play, particularly this season anyway.
36.
Object ball.
$43.
It's just above the black. He's got to play an alternative shot. It's not too bad.
50.
Keep Shaun in that chair as long as possible.
57.
Yeah, another good pot.
$63. Thank you.
And a beautiful shot as well.
70.
Please.
$78.
I think Stephen Hendry at the interval was quite right to point scoring from the Hawk. Winging his way to 5-1.
81.
Yeah, and sometimes to the table fitters, because they do a wonderful job. It's certainly not easy, but that can be just down to
89.
humidity conditions. Table out there, and there's another example, just the ease of which these cloths are playing.
Making
106. 109. 113. 118. 124. 131 in the frame, Barry Hawkins.
back-to-back tolerances for 5-1.
Table one. Shaun took a bit of time out of the arena. I don't blame him. Barry Hawkins having all the momentum now. Started a long way away, and that's the problem. When you're kept cold, you're in that chair. It doesn't matter how good you are, or how experienced. Let's see if he can get it back up towards there. Doesn't want to kiss on the pink. Well, he has.
One. Sure.
He's so good with the rest. Well, he's made a good pot there. And nice get on the pink here.
8.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Halfway home.
Pink.
22.
Back for pink it is. Just concentrate time being.
29.
He hasn't hit this, has he? No. Very, very missable that
Shaun
was.
Murphy. 29. 1.
Well, that's a wonderful attempt to get.
Five.
But as you can see there, he's getting right through the ball so effortlessly.
11.
That'll do.
$60.
In the corresponding round.
24.
Yeah, no
40.
problem. And nicely on the blue. Judge that. Few points in the lead. So he's still going to need his 3 remaining reds.
46.
these reds, can have it into a corner, middle pocket even. That's perfect. It really is.
$52.
6%.
58.
And now another frame ball goes in.
I'll guarantee him at least a 4-frame lead. Big frame coming up for Shaun when they come back and resume.
67.
It's a must win.
$74. $79.
In terms of sheer weight of great sessions on tour, okay, he misses the pink, but that's entirely immaterial.
Barry
The
Hawkins,
frame is
79.
won with a break
On the frame.
of 79. Barry Hawkins has no answers.
Black, back down for blue or ball colour. Ooh, well, call the police, he's missed one. What? But he's just not there. He's just being kept in his chair for some.
One.
As Hawkins goes about his merry way, regardless of... Well, right now he would be very concerned indeed. He still is, because the last thing he wants to do is go to the World Championship on the...
But matches that he has lost, he said that
7.
players have played just incredible snooker against him. Well,
$30.
leave a nice angle on the red if you can. Dorber red or two here. You can.
20.
As he got top side of the blue, it's trying. Almost.
Frame one.
26.
Yeah, it's just, it's by nudging reds out.
$34.
Even there, you know, not
$42. $48.
And a season where through defeated Kyron Wilson, international champion, and Allen. And the
a lot of players like Barry. It just shows you when you get a bit of confidence and, you know, things align for you. This
71.
and I think he'll be keen to make dominance.
$77.
Yeah, when he pots the red
$84.
into a potable position next to the pink.
$85.
This has just been a complete masterclass of break building, positional play.
$92.
In a best of 19 frame match, Stephen Hendry, 1994 UK Championship final. Who did he play?
It's incredible stuff.
100.
Wonderful. Absolutely. He's won this afternoon. Two centuries in 3 frames tonight to equal that record. And I tell you what, the way he's putting them.
$112. $116.
His third total clearance since the interval.
121. $127. 134 in the
Murphy's Law did not apply this afternoon. All those centuries, all those total clearances, he's well on the way to a quarter-final place.
And he only lost 10-8, so he knows that comebacks can happen. Shaun Murphy is capable, very capable, of making a load of centuries himself.
Released the shackles and played brilliantly. But it was all a struggle for him in contrast to how Barry Hawkins.
One.
Of course, the other question is, can you?
Seven.
Might not matter. The black is still available to the left corner.
Just sort of looked at his body language. He wasn't sort of celebrating or anything. He knew there was still a job to do. That's just kind of how he is, really. Those series events, the Grand Prix and the Players' Championship.
I think it's great to hear. It only just passes the bunch. Yes, he doesn't really want to play him behind the yellow because he feels he's looking at alternatives which would send the cue ball to the bold cushion, not even necessarily getting a snooker.
Barry Hawkins.
And also
28.
Putting
The interval. He wants to win this mini session going into it. It's right what he's been saying, though. He has said this for the last couple of months. People are playing really well against him.
Do you know, I think that might be the style of play in which he adopts. I think he's such an attacking player that number of chances for his opponent, his style of play is conducive to playing well against him if he's not doing it himself. But also, I guess, a lot of the players. Been a while, hasn't it? But spanning over the end of session 1 and the start of this one.
Thank you. Foul.
Oh, you're joking. Clearly, he knows what he did.
One.
That's the last thing that he could have possibly needed. Cue ball again. It was not easy to spot. We had a look at a couple of replays, but Murphy knew and he called it on himself.
7.
Possible break 97,
50.
so he's not going to add to his tally if he wins the frame.
Yeah, I mean, however many he makes, it's been a terrific performance. Not in the semi-finals a couple of years earlier, but of course they were much longer matches.
22.
That's one. Doesn't want late night drama and comebacks. And then he'll have a day to prepare.
29.
Ship runner-up at the German Masters. Looking.
You mentioned the World Championships and the longer frames. He is the player who's behind gets completely disheartened. And we're kind of in that area now, aren't we? You know, you're kind of thinking, well, I'm probably going to lose.
43.
And he did once come back actually against Ding in China in an invitation event in the final. He was 8-2 down 1-9-8. It's the way Hawkins is playing. It's going to take a collapse from him, not just a great Murphy performance, and there's no sign of that at the moment.
Amateurs with a score something like 12-3. One more frame to play in that. Let's get this match won or lost 13-3. Save the ignominy of coming back to play possibly one frame. Top class all day.
Well, there was
Hawkins, 57.
real
And the front.
sportsmanship there from Shaun Murphy. The day's getting worse for him. He trails 8-1. Goes there. ITVX has that live.
Yeah, just on that match, Dave, I wonder if Ding Junhui might have a point to prove there. You know, he lost to Mark Williams, who basically said he couldn't see. So you think, well, Ding is a great player, of course. Oh, there's one that been a collector's item. He got nowhere near that. Now, Helgen that no one saw but him.
1.
Yeah, I'm sure at this stage, actually, in this tournament in 2020, he made 6 centuries in a best of 17 as it was then.
Absolutely blast the Reds open here. And it was not a good shot on the black, it has to be said. Up for blue or pink.
Well,
it's fairly ominous, isn't it, for Barry Hawkins, his opponent? It's a marvellous chance.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got this chance for a century, you have to say.
7.
There. Little soft screw. Just hold the cue ball from just travelling down the table. Even if it does, of course, then make sure this pot goes in. He shouldn't really be in this position. Oh, that's even fallen in now. It's
15.
Close to the side cushion.
middle red goes as well. Another handy thing to happen.
23.
Looks like the pink might just go. That overhead can be a little deceptive. No. It may have
Barry
gone,
Hawkins.
but he wasn't
23.
close to it.
Thank you. 1. Seven.
Yes, he's touching the red, as you heard.
Shaun
and,
Murphy, 11.
That's why he just played it directly away. He didn't have to hit anything. He doesn't know where his next 30 break is coming from, it seems. That's sport for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the story seemed in control a bit, went for that very tough red with the rest, and then the match completely went away from him.
Yeah, the cue ball coming away as we look. No, not this time.
One.
In the quarters.
Nine.
I think in the end, you know, the pressure builds.
Barry Hawkins, 9.
Day, clearly.
One. Five.
Coming down the right side of the table with the cue ball. This is looking not ideal unless he gets a good note.
$11. Shaun Murphy, 11.
And even of the players waiting in the wings who are in the top 4 seedings, they're all playing the same players potentially if those players win.
They've sort of got extra motivation to get a little bit of revenge here. Of course, longer matches as well.
One.
Instead.
Shaun Murphy, 1.
Feel big at the time, and certainly the way the session went after that, more so. Hawkins won it, of course, and then went off into the distance with all the breaks.
Thank you. One. Barry Hawkins, 1. Foul. Barry Hawkins, 4.
What I think.
So could have been worse. This, you know, he didn't leave. That's the problem, isn't it? The guaranteed snooker here.
Yeah, I think it just sums up his day. Like,
Foul. And a miss.
and even there, I mean, the yellow was slightly safe where it was. Now it's, you know, unmissable. So even then.
Seven.
He's got to drop this in and hold for the green.
16.
He shouldn't really have this shot. Just wouldn't want to miss this next ball, though. Yeah,
Barry
there's just a
Hawkins,
glimmer
16.
of hope for Murphy. That shot lonely out in front. Some horses, when they're miles clear. It's a bit like that here, isn't it? He just gets so far clear in the match. He feels he's going to win it. Maybe his own concentration is...
Cheers, Barry.
Shaun Murphy's the one who needs the snooker. He's in one. So.
Three.
Yeah, in a qualifier somewhere, but it's rare to the point where it probably doesn't happen at all. This match is kind of over,
Barry
isn't it?
Hawkins, 3.
Well, I mean, this is a more dire situation than that.
Do you know, I don't think Cliff was ever...
Yeah, we're talking about Mark Williams and his struggles with his eyesight. Cliff Thorpe.
hit this too firmly, I suppose. But they just decide to roll it in. I suppose it could drift off at this kind of distance. Yeah, this frame has not been a classic, has to be said. Unlike the standard earlier.
Well, that nearly gave away 4 points, but keyboard. Well,
I mean, all credit to Murphy. I mean, nothing's gone his way today. And things have happened that you couldn't imagine happening. But he's still trying. He's about to go 9-1 with this shot.
Full.
Penalty points, he gets the snookers on.
Shaun Murphy, full.
In or over.
Foul. Barry Hawkins, 5.
Well, surely
On
that's
frame.
the end of the road for this frame, and you once again to Barry Hawkins, who's on the brink at 9-1.
One.
Very nice. Oh, goodness.
One.
Last shot. He's a very upbeat person, Shaun. He's had a pretty dreadful day at the office, it has to be said.
Certainly tonight, he's not looked anything like the player we saw triumph at the Masters, and indeed has played well since then. But certainly Shaun loves putting the suit on, coming out to Disco Inferno, being involved. Be very disappointed with the way this has gone.
Yeah, I mean, it just gives the feeling of damage was done earlier, and now it's a question of just finishing off from here with a fairly dispirited opponent.
20.
Even at 7-1, well, there might still be time. But equally, it can be so demoralising to see your opponent racking up frame after frame. At least in a shorter match, it's just over quicker. But tonight, this is his chance to get it won.
29. $37. $43.
Yeah, nicely played. He played a I think of a drubbing.
$51.
So he lost to Murphy in the World Grand Prix. He lost to him in the Players' Championship. This is what you call revenge. And those centuries, he really in the groove. We wondered, could there be a mini comeback tonight? It just didn't happen. Murphy has
59.
struggled. And this is disappointing. Of course, the previous match he played at the Players, he lost 6-0 to Judd Trump.
Barry Hawkins, 59.
But despite everything, he's going
Thanks, Shaun. 1.
has won anyway, although
Shaun
the
Murphy
red is
eight.
not. So one cushion escape. You know, these aren't the most simple to hit, strangely. But he's hit all of it.
He's not the sort to get carried away, but he should be very proud of the way he's played today. And there'll be a lot of snooker fans hoping that he can win one of these really big tournaments. Of course, he has won 4 championship in the final there, in the German Masters final.
Foul.
Well, I think
Barry
the
Hawkins
handshake's
four.
coming.
Brown, to the
Barry
match.
Hawkins was outstanding this afternoon. He made 5 centuries. Really did all the damage. It was just a question, I guess, of bringing it home tonight, and that's what he's done. Shaun Murphy applauds the crowd, but they are all applauding his opponent. Barry Hawkins will play Judd Trump in the quarterfinals of the Tour Championship.